Hey guys, it's Dan, and sorry it's been forever since I made a video, but probably most of you don't care. So that's what I'm banking on. I want to talk about prices, and I've been thinking about making this video for a while, but I've been I've changed my own strategy pretty, I guess, drastically on pricing. So I wanted to share that with you and basically raise your prices, or at least consider it, take a look at it. If you're priced at like I have a lot of friends that are pricing between $15 to maybe $18, and they're doing that to compete with the other shirts in their niche, which I understand if you're in a very competitive niche. This video, what I'm talking about mostly is if you have shirts that are pretty unique, you're not just doing the Me Too thing, you're trying to be creative and come up with something new, or you're going after niches that aren't huge, so you're not competing with a bunch of other people at $16.99, $14.99, and that kind of thing. And even if you are in niches that are very competitive and common, if your shirts and your designs are unique, what I think is that if people like a design, most people, and I used to own a retail shop, so I think I have an idea of how people think and act when they're buying. But most people, if they see a design they like and it's $19.99 and one that they like less and it's $16.99, they're going to pay the $3 and get one that they like. It's for most people, it's worth the extra $3 to get the one they really want. As you can see with any product like cars or shoes or whatever, people will pay for the one they like. So that's step one, really, is to make stuff that people like. And I think the easy way to do that is to make stuff that you like, and or stuff that your friends like, people you know and understand. So what I've been doing lately is I've been bumping up my best sellers and my nicest designs, the ones that I'm the most confident in, and the ones that have the best sales history. I've been bumping them up above $20, which seems to be like this psychological barrier for a lot of sellers, that they're at $19.99 or lower. At least a lot of the people that I know and the YouTube videos I watch and stuff, everybody talks about the standard $19.99. And maybe not on their premium shirts. Maybe they go a little bit higher on their premium shirts. And I don't mean like premium designs, I mean the actual shirt, right? But what I've been doing is on my ones that are selling well, I'll bump them up to about $22.99. And on some of them, I'm at $24.99. And then on the premium shirts, I'm going up to, like $27.99, $28.99, $29.99. So maybe some of you out there are already doing it, but if you're not, think about the numbers, So like, for example, I'm looking at one shirt, I'm in the editor in merch right now, and if I sell this shirt, it's a standard t-shirt, if I sell it for $14.99 right now in June 2018, the royalty is $1.60 per unit. Okay, if I raise it to $19.99, I make $5.38 per unit. So that $5.38 is 336% of the $1.60 royalty I would make if I sell the shirt for 20 bucks instead of 15 bucks, the royalty is 336% of what it would be at the lower price. So, to make less money at that $20 price, you'd have to make less than a third of the sales at the $15 price to come away with less money. And I just don't think that's realistic. I think most people, the difference between $15 to $20, at least in America, and people that I know, it's not that big a deal. Who knows? The analytics and merch aren't that great. Maybe you'll lose 10% of your sales. Maybe you'll lose 25% of your sales. But the way I'm looking at it, even if you lose half of your sales, you net more if you're selling at $20. And I really think it's unlikely that it'll affect sales that much. In economic terms, you're talking about the sensitivity, right? The price sensitivity of your market or of your buyers. And I just don't see it. So again, this really only applies if your stuff is unique, right? If your design is indistinguishable from 5 other designs, then yeah, you better compete on price and it's a race to the bottom and all that stuff. But that's why you want to be unique, because that's the same, that's not just in t-shirts, right? That's the same if you're selling a spatula on Amazon and it has, no unique features, nothing that sets it apart from the other spatulas. Like, okay, now you have to compete with every manufacturer in China, every big brand, and that's not how I like to position myself. What else? Let's see, prices, percentage of volume drop. Oh, my first sale. So again, these high price shirts, I do have shirts that are priced at, like $17.99, because I don't think it's, the design's okay, but I have competition and I'm probably going to leave those alone. Most of my shirts are at $19.99 or higher after they make their first sale. When I first upload a new design, I put it at $12.99. And, honestly, again, we don't have the greatest analytics with merch. We don't have much to go on other than a gut feeling and our experience. But I think that there's a chance that lower price will help me make my first sale more quickly, which means the design will stay up, and it's nice that now we have 180 days to make our first sale to keep the design live rather than 90. So maybe this is less necessary than it used to be. But my main priority with the new design is to get that first sale. And so once I make that first sale at $12.99, I'll see it in my Pretty Merch dashboard. I'll see I have a 9-cent royalty. That's what I make on a $12.99 shirt. And then I'll bump it up. Most of them I go up to $19.99. If it's something I'm really confident in, I'll go above $20 after the first sale. If it's really unique or nice, or maybe it's similar to other shirts that I've been able to raise past $20. But yeah, nowadays it's pretty much $12.99, then straight to $19.99. If it keeps selling like really well at $19.99, then I'll look at bumping it up to maybe $22.99 and maybe $24.99. I don't want to kick my coffee over here. I forgot I have a coffee sitting right behind me. Okay, what else? Standard, premium, long sleeves, sweatshirts, hoodies. I sell almost exclusively standard t-shirts. I was looking at my last month's statistics, which you can do in Pretty Merch Pro. If you haven't heard of Pretty Merch, it's a Chrome plugin, and there's a free version. Absolutely, if you use Chrome, I would recommend getting the free version. It's just way more, it's quicker and easier to understand your sales analytics. And you can look at your previous month, you can look at the previous week, and it shows you the colors sold, men's, women's, standard t-shirts, premium shirts, like the percentage sold of different types of shirts. So yesterday, I'm getting a little off track. I want to talk about the sales I had yesterday and the prices. So yesterday I had 8 sales. I had 1 premium t-shirt. All the rest were standard shirts. That's a very normal day for me. I'll tell you the statistics in a minute, but I think it's like over 90% standard shirts. So yesterday I had 1 sale, which made $3.11. I forget, that means it was at 18 bucks, I think. I went and bumped that price up. That's just a design I haven't looked at in quite a while. So I bumped that up to $19.99. I had another sale, let's see how many. I had 2 sales that made $9.16, and that means they were at $24.99, I believe. And then I had the premium shirt made $7.66. I forget exactly what price that means it was at. It might be $24.99. Then I had 3 shirts that made $5.38, which means they're at $19.99. That's probably my most common sales price right now. Those had all sold before, and one of them was pretty new and has sold a couple times, which is nice. And then I had 1 sale that was a 9-cent royalty, which means it was a first sale that I had priced at $12.99. So I went ahead and bumped that one up to $19.99. Let's see, the premium shirt was a women's style. All the rest were standard shirts, men's style. Okay. So that's kind of the breakdown. That's a pretty typical day for me. And lately, sales volume wise, that's pretty typical, 8. I've got 53 sales in the last 7 days, which is, I'm on pace, let's see, am I right? This month, okay. I'm on pace for one of my better months. Last month I had 168 sales, which made $746 in royalties. So that, now I'm opening up my last month's totals in Pretty Merch Pro. Again, I don't get paid by Pretty Merch Pro, but it's a great product, and it's less than $10 a month. They're running some kind of special right now. So my average royalties per sale last month were $4.44. And remember, a bunch of sales, all my new designs sell at only a 9-cent royalty, so that throws my average off. It would be interesting to know what the average would be without those, but again, my most common royalty amount is $5.38. And I'm looking here, my top shirt, I had kind of an, well, it's not a hit, but I had 14 sales on my top shirt last month. And then the next best, I had 3 shirts that sold 6, 1 that sold 5, and then 4 shirts that sold 4 units. But what I want to give you is the breakdown of standard t-shirts, 96% last month. So I sold 162 standard t-shirts. I sold 4 premium t-shirts, which is 2% of my sales. I sold 1 sweatshirt and 1 long sleeve shirt, which is crazy actually. I would have guessed that I sold more long sleeves than that. Maybe that last month might have been a bit of a weird one. Men's fit 54%, women's 38%, youth 7%, unisex 1%. I think that was probably either the long sleeve or the sweatshirt or something, unisex. My top color is black, then heather blue. So it goes, I made 42 black sales, 20 heather blue, 20 cranberry, 10 olive, 9 slate, and then some white, and it just keeps going down. But the biggest ones, most significant, were black, heather blue, cranberry, and olive, and slate. But what's interesting, and it's hard to know because, again, we don't have the greatest analytics to go by, but I don't put heather blue on most of my new designs because I just don't like the new heather blue. The old style of shirts that they used to use, the old brand, I like that color better. But I uploaded a ton of heather blue back when I liked the color, so I'm still getting a lot of heather blue sales. But I'm not uploading it as much now. So I'm curious what colors are doing well for you guys. And I know it depends on what niches we're in. Like if you're selling mostly military and police shirts, you're going to do a lot of black and navy blue and maybe olive green or whatever. I do a lot of like happy, uplifting shirts. So I'm starting to upload a lot of like royal blue. I like cranberry on a lot of my designs. I do a lot of text designs that are light colored text on dark shirts. So I probably have a disproportionate amount of dark colored shirts. But anyway, I'm curious. I really like comments on these videos. Let me know what's working for you. I'm curious what you're doing on pricing. Do you keep your price low until you make your first sale? How high are you able to go? Maybe I could go to $29.99 on some of my standard shirts and net more money. I don't know. I'm at 25 and I feel pretty good about that, but I'm curious what's working for you guys. Or do you have some runaway hits that you disagree with me? Are you making a ton of sales at $15 or $16.99 and I'm missing the boat because you're making 10 times more sales than I am? Like I said, if I'm making 336% more on each sale, but I could make 5 or 10 times the sales, I would net more at the lower price. So maybe you guys are doing that. That seems to be the logic with a lot of people. But I'm not sure how much people are like examining that logic and how much it's based on facts and experience versus just kind of like a gut feeling. So anyway, let's see, where's my notepad? Is that everything I wanted to cover? Yeah, I think that's it for today. And also, you probably, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I sort of go on common sense and gut feeling. And that's the way I approach my niches and designs too. I make things that I would like. I have ideas when I'm getting my coffee like I go to 7-Eleven down the street. I live in Thailand here, and I have an idea because I see a magazine on a rack or a hat for sale or whatever. I'm picking up ideas when I ride people, like people ride by me on their motorcycle and I see their shirt. That happens. I found a niche when I was up in Chiang Mai. I was getting gas and a guy was pulling out on his motorbike across the street and I read his shirt, and I've made probably like 10 shirts in that niche that sell. So anyway, where do you guys get your ideas? I was even looking at my YouTube playlist, like my recommended videos and my watch later playlist in YouTube, because that's the stuff, YouTube and Google, they know what I'm interested in and they're suggesting things to me. And so I was using that to get ideas to make shirts, which I kind of like. What else? What else was I using lately? There was another one. Now I'm blanking on it. YouTube, something else. Oh well, I guess it'll remain a mystery. So I'll shut up now and let me know, you guys. I hope this was helpful. Please comment with your thoughts. We can get a little discussion going. and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully more quickly than this one.